This poses some serious challenges, and I'd like to walk you through one example of that. So whenever we meet a new agency, we ask, how do your officers access law in the field? The answer we hear most of the time today is that they Google it. When we first started our company, we often saw manuals like the one above, a 1,500-page policy manual. And now we see increasingly young officers go to Google and they ask questions about the law on Google. This poses some serious challenges, and I'd like to walk you through one example of that. On the left, we have a Google search conducted in the state of Massachusetts. And at the top of the Google result, we have an AI-generated summary that is pulling an answer from Reddit. Now, the officer asked, and this was a real question that was asked on Blue Voice. The officer, if they had asked in Google, would have gotten the wrong answer that would have resulted in a potentially a wrongful arrest and civil liability exposure for the officer and for the department. The officer asked, can I arrest for threat to commit a crime? Google's AI-generated answer, which pulls from anywhere on the internet, said yes. Now, in Blue Voice, which is a closed-loop system that only pulls answers from pre-approved resources, such as state laws and local ordinances and other documents you've approved and that either you've uploaded or we've uploaded on your behalf, Blue will only pull the answer from these approved resources. And as a result, when asked the same question, yields the correct answer. It indicates that in this state, in this geography, in this city, in this police department, gives a clean and clear answer that the officer needed, in fact, a arrest warrant in this situation, and that not having one exposed the officer and the agency to civil liability. In addition, this platform is anonymous. The officer's questions are anonymous. It is CJIS compliant, whereas using Google is often unlawfully disclosing CJI if the officer is typing in specific information. Same for ChatGPT. And Google and ChatGPT track that officer's identity, and those questions on Google and ChatGPT have shown up in court and will continue to do so.